Hello, all. This is David Martin, psychotherapist and LMFT with Illuminated Pathways, here with another video for you. Part 2 in a series around screen time and the effects it has on children and youth. Um, and specifically talking about why there's such an impact on folks whenever you remove screen time. Okay. If you'd like to catch the first video, the intro, look at my previous video in regards to this same subject matter. I'm going to be doing, I believe, two more videos in this series that also ties in with my consulting work with parents, um, the Empowered Parent Blueprint that I'm going to be starting here in the next few months. So let's jump right in. So a parent once said to me in a recent session, it's almost like my child becomes a different person the moment I turn the screen off, right? And the way she said it carried both exhaustion and confusion. Because while things may feel calm during screen time, the moment the tablet closes, the game ends, or the TV goes off, everything changes. Suddenly there's anger, arguing, tears, shutdown, bargaining, defiance, etc., etc. And many parents immediately ask, why is this reaction so intense? Because on the surface, it can look like a simple disobedience, but often something deeper is happening. What many parents are seeing is not just frustration, it's a nervous system reacting to sudden removal of something that is highly stimulating. And when we understand that, the picture changes. Today, I want to talk about why kids often melt down when screens are removed, why some children react more intensely than others, and why this has become one of the most common parenting struggles right now. Because if parents understand what is happening underneath the behavior, they can respond more effectively. So, screens provide rapid stimulation. They offer constant novelty, quick reward, immediate engagement, fast-paced feedback, bright visual input, emotional distraction. The brain becomes highly engaged, and that stimulation suddenly stops. The nervous system has to shift quickly. For many children, especially younger children, that shift is difficult. The brain has gone from high stimulation to ordinary reality. And ordinary reality can feel flat, frustrating, or uncomfortable in comparison. We call this the dopamine and the crash, right? The dopamine hit that's been removed. When a child is deeply engaged with screens, dopamine pathways are active. Dopamine helps create motivation and pleasure. But when screen time ends abruptly, dopamine drops. That drop can feel uncomfortable, and children often do not yet have the internal tools to regulate that discomfort well. So, what parents see externally may look like yelling and crying, irritability, refusal to do tasks, refusal to give you the device, emotional collapse. But underneath that may simply be my brain is struggling to shift. Why some kids react more intensely than others. Some children are especially sensitive because they already struggle with emotional regulation, frustration tolerance, transitions, impulsivity, anxiety, ADHD, autism, and sensory differences. For these children, the transition itself may be harder than parents realize. The issue is not only losing the screen, the issue is moving from one nervous system state into another. That transition can feel abrupt and overwhelming. So, why do parents misread the moment? Many parents understandably interpret the meltdown as the child is being manipulative. Sometimes behavior does include testing limits. but often what parents are witnessing is dysregulation before defiance. So that distinction matters, right? Because if parents can only respond to the behavior without misunderstanding the nervous system underneath it, conflict often escalates. So, why abrupt removal often intensifies meltdowns? If a child is deeply immersed and a screen suddenly stops, the brain stops receiving the preparation for transition. That can be quite jarring to the nervous system, which is why many children respond better when parents use transition supports like countdowns, warnings, visual timers, clear routines, and predictable endings. For example, say to your child or your teen, you have 10 more minutes, then 5 more minutes, then 1 more minute, then we're stopping. This helps the nervous system prepare. So, what parents can do instead of entering the battle is a few strategies. Stay calm even when the child escalates, avoiding adding emotional intensity, validate frustration without changing the boundary, expect some discomfort during transitions. It's not going to be perfect. Hold the limit consistently. And I say consistently, right? And building a routine. For example, I know you're frustrated. It's hard to stop when you're enjoying something, and we're still done for now. That communicates empathy, boundary making together. An important reframe. The goal is not eliminating all frustration. Keep that in mind. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be smooth all the time. Children need practice tolerating their frustration. Oftentimes, I see children and teens not being able to do that. They have no or little to no tolerance for frustration or change. The goal is helping them build capacity to move through it because every healthy transition teaches emotional growth. So, if your child struggles when screens are removed, you're not alone. This is one of the most common challenges parents are facing right now, and it does not automatically mean you're doing something wrong. It means you are parenting in a generation where screens affect the nervous system powerfully, and children need adults to understand that. In the next video, I want to look at another important question: why gaming affects some children even more intensely than regular screen time. Because gaming introduces another layer that many parents underestimate. If this video helped, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who may benefit. What does screen transition look like in your home right now? Is it a free-for-all? Is there any transition? Do your kids have their devices 24/7? I love to hear what you're experiencing. Please comment below, give me some feedback. If you like what you're seeing, please check out my content, my social media information below, my contact information to see the kind of work I do with families and children and clients in general. And please stay tuned. You can check out my website. I'm going to be offering a new series on effective parenting, and actually screen time and electronics is going to be part of that. So check that out on my website, and how you can sign up for that. And again, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you benefited from this video. Please check out my other content in the previous video in this series, and I will see you all on the next video.